Yeah, guys, this is me again. I'm back to show you how to use Bollinger Band to exit your trade. Then something that is very germane when you want to enter your trade. Before you take that particular shot, that particular position, before you enter that trade, you must have two things: your exit zone and your entry zone. If your strategy did not have these two, then you will blow your account. You will blow your account. Your emotions might come to play always. So your strategy must have entry and what? And exit zone. And once the market reverse or retrace to your stop loss, don't stay there and be playing. Don't stay there and wish. You trade what you see and not what you feel, not what you conceive on your head. So let us go using Bollinger Band to exit trade. You can as well use it to trade. You can as well use Bollinger Band to pick your entries, pick re-entries. But how do you use Bollinger Band to exit your trade if the trade gets to your stop loss zone? I'm coming. Okay, this is two. This is the setup. This is the setup. Period 20, deviation 1.168. You can as well use 25. But I use 20 to minimize the losses. Then apply to close. Sky. Use any color of your choice. Then pixel. You can use any color of your choice. Or any pixel, any number of your choice. Either 1, 2, 3, 4. But let me put it on 1. Then my color, I prefer gold. So let it be on gold. Then you click what? Done. Can you see? We have it on our chart now. This is Bollinger Band. Bollinger Band is a very powerful chart. I told you it's going to come down. This particular entry is coming down. It will come down. It will come down. So Bollinger Band is a very powerful strategy. And you can always use it for re-entry whenever you enter a trade. The focus of this video is how to use Bollinger Band as exit of any particular trade. So what are you going to do? This is it. Let me remove the existing ones. Go. So let us come back. So I will just stay on 5 minutes chart and I'm going to explain. Let us assume you enter this particular trade here. This is our entry. Our entry zone is around 8664. This is our entry. 8664. Yes. 8665.3. That is our entry. For this particular entry, let's say we enter our trade here. So what are you going to do next? Once you enter, leave your trade, let it run. What did I say? Once you enter, leave your trade and let it what? Let it keep running. Then you put your stop loss where I'm going to put my second vertical line. Can you see it? Just if you are using, this is a sell signal. This is a sell signal. If you want to exit, your stop loss can be around this zone. But you can see that it is too far. It can eat much of your what? Of your capital, of the money in your account. So Bollinger Band will help you to minimize that. And you can see that we have 3 lines of Bollinger Band lines. We have 1, then we have 1, we have 2, then we have 3. The boundary one at the top and the one below. So if you take a sell signal, what are you going to do? Let that market keep running on the sell signal, on the downtrend. Then your stop loss will be at the top, above of the third Bollinger Band line, the one at the top where we have the green line here. Here, your stop loss. Then until that candlestick closes outside, you can see that this green candlestick, when we place the sell signal here, did not close outside the third line of the Bollinger Band. It closes inside. You stay inside that trade there. You stay there. You don't go out until the market closes outside the third line before you exit that particular market. If it did not exit, closes outside the third line, since it is a sell signal, you don't want close the trade. Let the trade keep running. Let it keep running. Then one thing is very important here. If you enter a sell signal, for example, we take our sell signal here. We took the sell signal here. Once there is a pullback and the market touches the middle line of the Bollinger Band, whether you place a buy or a sell, you take another entry. That middle line represents EMA 200. The middle line of the Bollinger Band is what? EMA 200. So once the market pull back and touches the middle line, what do? You take another entry. The middle line is meant for what? Re-entry. Whenever you take a trade. Let's assume that you took two positions here. What they was and the market pull back and touches this line. What do? You take another entry immediately. Based on what you have as your equity. Your equity can always what? Guide you. So that's it. That's how to use Bollinger Band for exit. Let us check more examples. Let's check more examples. This is what I'm saying. Look at it. Let me delete the lines and then we use this as a case study. We have a buy signal here. We assume we take this trade, we entered. Yes. And you have your Bollinger Band already set. Yes. The market has been running for almost 7 minutes. This green candlestick. Then we have a pullback. What do I have to do? Once the market touches the middle line, what do? It's meant for the entry. If you have enough equity, take another trade there at that particular point and let it run. Then we can see that the market keeps coming down, but it did not close outside the third Bollinger Band line, which is the boundary there. What do? You stay inside that trade. Stay there. Don't go out. You stay there until the market closes outside that third line. Let's assume this candlestick coming and it closes outside here. Then what do? You exit. You don't stay there and you keep praying. Either on 15 minutes chart is your entry is on 5 minutes, your entry is on 15 minutes, or you are using a daytime frame and 1 hour. Once it closes outside the boundary line, then you exit. You close it, or you set your stop loss to that place. That is an 8656.9. That is going to be your stop loss zone. I think we're following. So you can see that the market come back and it keeps going. Can you see it? Can you see that? Then we have it up there. If it did not close outside, don't get out. This is another entry here. We take another buy entry. The market did not pull back and it travels. That is around 871 down to 875. If you are using 1.22 for a single position there, that is what? Almost 50 trade, $50. Yes, that's how it works. Let me pick another example. Let me look for another one. Okay. Like here, we have a buy signal here. 1, 2, 3 dots. You can see that the market pull back. Then it closes outside the third line. What do? You close your trade. Take that partial loss and leave the market. Because it might not come back like what happened there. The market might not come back. If let's assume that we use 25 as our period there, the market will not close and it is still going to be inside. Then you still be inside that particular trade. But to minimize your loss, you can stick to that 20 period. Consider that the market came back, then you take another entry, then you fire. That is how it works. I told you that the 20 is meant for re-entry. Look at this. Let me give an example here. We have a sell signal here. The market runs. You would have taken your profit, but let us assume that the market came back and touches it. I told you that the middle line is meant for re-entry. If you take that re-entry there, can you see it? 10 minutes candlestick. You have 1, 2, 1, 2. So the middle line is meant for re-entry. Let me show the setup for the Bollinger Band again. Period 20 deviation 1.168. Shift 0. Apply to close. Pick any pixel of your style. Pick any color that you want. Click done, and then you are done. So you can use the Bollinger Band as your exit whenever you take any particular trade. If you take a sell, whenever it's pushed back and it's closed outside the top boundary line, then you close. If you take a buy signal, once it's pulled back and it closes outside the third down boundary line, then you exit that particular trade. Thank you.